Thanks, Kevin. How's everyone doing today? Yeah. Thank you all for coming out today to celebrate freedom here in the great city of Troy, New York. I am Stephen Vasquez. I am the New York State Coordinator for Campaign for Liberty. And one of our greatest concerns today, of course, is the economy, where we as a country and as the state of New York are heading with our massive deficits and living well beyond our means. As we have heard from my friend Anthony, our government budgets are truly out of control. As New Yorkers, we are now approaching a tax level of nearly 70% of our income once we have paid all of our federal, state, county taxes, as well as sales tax, cigarette tax, gas tax, and now we're going to have to worry about our air tax with all this cap and trade and carbon credits. It's just crazy, and how can we afford all of this? China's backing away from lending us more money, so the only way is to print more money out thin air to the Federal Reserve, like David just talked about. By increasing the money supply to pay for all of our wars and bailouts, the Federal Reserve creates the worst tax of them all, inflation. With the rising price of gas, food, and health care, inflation in the economy is now everyone's concern. 20 years ago, a single income was enough to sustain a family. Now today, 2 incomes is barely enough. The dollar has lost 90% of its value from the 1950s when gas was only 30 cents per gallon. And those who get hurt the worst from inflation are the poor and the senior citizens with fixed income. These problems come from Congress and its irresponsible deficit spending that has now reached $11.8 trillion for the federal budget and over $59 trillion for Medicare and Social Security to take care of our senior citizens and veterans. Well, the problem is the money's just not there for them anymore. Instead of saving the surplus money collected over the years by our senior citizens and by all of us, and instead of placing it into the Social Security and Medicare trust funds, Congress has been looting money from our senior citizens and veterans, and they placed it into the general federal budget and used it for the out-of-control deficit spending. Our Congress, both Republicans and Democrats, vote to loot upwards of $150 billion a year from your Medicare and Social Security trust funds. They take your retirement money and they spend it for the wars and bailouts, leaving behind Treasury IOUs, which just simply means that future taxpayers have to make up the difference. According to the Congressional Government Accountability Office, in the next 20 years, over 78 million baby boomers will be entering retirement age, and Medicare and Social Security will become insolvent. When you combine this with our federal deficit and the $12 trillion guaranteed to the banks and foreign central banks by the Federal Reserve, this is a total debt of over $80 trillion. That is over $750,000 per household that your children and grandchildren will have to pay for the rest of their lives. This is called generational debt. It's a form of slavery that future generations enter for just being born in this country. Unfortunately, in 2017, single-payer Medicare will become insolvent, with Social Security to follow in 2025, breaking our promise to our senior citizens to aid them during their retirement years. Medicare bankruptcy will occur sooner if we implement universal health care, which will take even more money that doesn't exist away from supporting our seniors as that comes along. To solve this, we must have a responsible Congress who lives within its means and follows the Constitution. We live in a great country built on a solid foundation of principles of freedom, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. It is these principles that will allow us to make the right choice to stop wasting money overseas, stop stealing from our seniors, balance the budget, and restore our Bill of Rights. But we need your strength and your courage to get involved, get educated, and vote in 2010 for candidates from any party who stand by responsibility, freedom, and the Constitution. So I look for all of you to join us. Be involved. Go to NewYorkLibertyCouncil.com. That is our umbrella group that brings together all the groups, all the freedom-loving groups of the Capital District, including We the People, Campaign for Liberty, the Tea Party Patriots, the 912ers, Oath Keepers, Primary Challenge. We're all working together to make a difference here in the Capital District. So come join us, be involved, and make sure that our representatives are accountable in 2010. Thank you, everyone.